want to be when you grow up? Whether you are a child or a teenager, this question is constantly asked to you in schools. You are expected to pick a future occupation and prepare for that job as you get older. But what if I told you that so many people, including adults, still cannot answer this question? And students are still expected to learn certain subjects that do not provide them with the proper skill that they need in life. This can lead to students dropping out of schools and feeling too worthless to attend school. High school graduates and college students still do not know how to file taxes, create an Excel file, fax papers, or even properly write a resume. These are the skills that students need in life, and ironically, they are not taught enough in schools. America's high school educational system is lacking and is in urgent need of reformation and reconstruction for all students. My preview of main points being: 1. Schools do not teach any life skill classes which benefit students in the real world. 2. Schools route from a school to prison pipeline which puts young Black males at a disadvantage academically. 3. Standardized testing is not equal nor fair and limits students from showing their true potential and capabilities. 4. Teaching styles and criteria has not reformed to accommodate the learning styles of different students. Time will only allow me to talk about 3 out of the 4 contentions, but all 4 qualify as to why America's high school systems has truly led its students astray. My first argument being that schools do not teach life skills classes that benefit students in the real world. According to Medium.com, instead of learning critical life skills or how to manage money, negotiate, or communicate properly, schools are just taught how to memorize information. According to the New York Times, an international exam showed that American 15-year-olds are stagnant in reading and math since 2000. My second argument being that schools stem from a school to prison pipeline and puts young Black males at a disadvantage academically. According to the Justice Police Institute, schools with more Black students tend to have higher rates of suspension. In 2010, a study by researchers showed that the school's discipline policy was positively correlated with the percentage of high school students being Black. These constant suspensions of Black students lead them to stay out of school and lead them to start engaging in illegal activities, which puts them in jail. How is it that schools as early as preschool can be related to prison? Clearly, America's educational system is very flawed. And according to sociology professor Nancy Hetzig, Black students make up 18% of students, but account for 42% of referrals to law enforcement, with 35% of those actually happening in school. My third argument is that standardized testing is not equal or fair. We all know the basis of standardized testing. It is a test that allows leaders in a state or local educational position to determine if you as a student are able to move up to the next grade. If you think about it, how can a single test measure intelligence? Some students aren't even fluent in English, have test anxiety, or are simply just bad at taking tests. But yet their intelligence and future is measured by a single test. This is not a proper representation for all students. According to a 1983 study of alignment between textbook content and the standardized test, it found that in no case was even 50% of the test content satisfactorily addressed in a textbook. There was a poor correlation between what was in the test and in the textbooks. Many students find themselves in a situation where the questions on a standardized test is not taught in the actual school curriculum. You can imagine the pain the student must feel when their future is determined by a single test that says nothing about what they are, their work ethic, or their academic skills. And in conclusion, now it is clear that America's schooling system does not properly prepare students for real-world problems and skills. And with this in mind, the only thing left is to come up with solutions. What can you do to give students a proper education? What can you do to keep students from being unfairly suspended from schools? If you can answer these questions, we have truly made a step to changing America's educational system, one child at a time. Thank you.